this is Jenny from Just Being Me, and you're listening to the Learning to Love Yourself podcast, the show that inspires you to put yourself first.
Learning to love yourself on the path to happiness. Learning to love yourself on the path to happiness.
Welcome back to the Learning to Love Yourself podcast, and I really hope that you had a fabulous holiday period. Here we are, coming up to the new year. Will it be new year, new perspective? Will you embrace the change from the inside out? As the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, many of us will feel a spark of hope. And this is the year we tell ourselves, this year we'll finally make those changes, break old habits and become the person we've always wanted to be. It's a seductive idea, isn't it? A clean slate, a fresh start. But let's be honest, how many times have you written a list of resolutions only to abandon them by mid-February? And believe me, it's not because you're lazy or incapable. It's because real change doesn't come from forcing yourself into a new routine. It starts from within. So most New Year's resolutions focus on external changes. Losing weight, earning more money, quitting bad habits. Whilst these are all great goals, they often miss the root cause of why we struggle to achieve them. If your inner world is full of self-doubt, fear, or negative beliefs, no amount of willpower will make those external changes stick. You might grit your teeth and push through for a while, but eventually the old patterns resurface. So let's look at an example. You set a resolution to exercise more. You buy the gear, sign up for the gym, and maybe even stick with it for a few weeks. But then life gets in the way, you skip a session, then another, and before long you're back to square one. It's so frustrating, isn't it? But this cycle isn't about a lack of discipline. It's about how we view ourselves. If you believe deep down that you're not capable or worthy of success, those beliefs will sabotage your efforts every single time. The truth is, your outer life is a reflection of your inner thoughts and beliefs. Change your mindset and your actions will naturally follow. Here's the thing. Self-belief shifts everything. When you start to see yourself as capable, worthy, and deserving of the life you want, you make choices that align with that belief. So take a moment to reflect. How do you talk to yourself? Are you your own biggest cheerleader? Or are you your harshest critic? If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, it's no wonder you struggle to make lasting changes. Self-belief isn't just about positive thinking. It's about rewriting the script in your mind. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you start saying, I'm working this out. Instead of thinking, I always fail, you remind yourself, I'm learning and growing. Now, it's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing your potential and giving yourself the permission to try. I have to take tablets each day, and I was constantly telling myself things like, I'm always forgetting my tablets. Oh no, I mustn't forget my tablets. My brain was hearing, forget the tablets. Once I realized that that's what I was doing, I changed it to, I always remember my tablets. And guess what? I do. So change starts with awareness. The first step is understanding the story you've been telling yourself. Often these stories were written long before you had a say in them, by childhood experiences, society's expectations, or past failures. This new year, instead of making a list of resolutions, take some time to explore your inner world and ask yourself, what beliefs about myself are holding me back? Where did those beliefs come from? Are they true? What's the evidence for them? And what would my life look like if I let them go? It's not about blaming the past. It's about recognizing that you have the power to change your story. Small shifts have a really big impact. Once you've identified those limiting beliefs, start making small, stable shifts in your mindset. For example, replace your negative self-talk with affirmations that empower you. Instead of thinking, I'm so bad at this, try, I'm learning and improving. Set boundaries that protect your energy and align with your values. Say no to things that drain you and yes to things that light you up. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. That builds your confidence. Did you stick to a new habit for a day? Well, that's worth celebrating. Change really doesn't have to be dramatic or overwhelming. In fact, it's the small, consistent steps that lead to the biggest transformations. Let's not forget the importance of your self-compassion. Change isn't always easy, and you're going to have days when you fall short of your goals. It's okay. Instead of beating yourself up, ask, what can I learn from that? Mistakes aren't failures. They're opportunities to learn and grow. The kinder you are to yourself, the easier it becomes to keep moving forward. Remember that self-compassion doesn't mean letting yourself off the hook. It means holding yourself accountable with love and understanding rather than criticism. So go on, embrace the journey. And here's a radical idea for the new year. What if you focus less on the outcome and more on the process? Instead of obsessing over where you want to be, commit to showing up for yourself every day. Some days that might mean taking bold action. Other days it might mean resting and giving yourself some space. Both are valid and both are part of the journey. It's about progress, not perfection. And when you focus on that journey, something magical happens. You start to enjoy the process of becoming you. Let's do a new year your way. Forget the pressure to be perfect. Forget the unrealistic resolutions. Instead, just focus on creating a mindset that supports the life you want to live. Take it one day at a time, one thought at a time. Celebrate your wins. Learn from your setbacks. And remember that you are always, always capable of growth if you choose to see it. Because when you believe in yourself, everything else falls into place. So here's to a year of self-discovery, self-belief, and unapologetic growth. You've got this. Happy New Year. Are you feeling stuck? Do you want to be able to create a better conversation with yourself, but just don't know where to start? I offer a free 20-minute session to see where you want to be and how to get you there. Just click on the link below. Remember, it's free. Book your space. It could change your life. Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to know more, you can find all the links down below. Oh, and don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next one. See you soon.